So there is not a single issue that's more important to our community than the fight for clean water. Now, as your representative in Congress, that's a fight that I get into each and every day. But once every 2 years, we have an opportunity in Congress to make real progress and advance legislation that can help clean up our waterways, protect the environment, and protect public health. It's called the Water Resources Development Act. Now, each time WRDA, that's what we call it for short, is under consideration, I push hard to make sure that the priorities of our community are included in that large federal bill. And I'm excited to tell you all that this year, 7 of the initiatives that I advocated for will be a part of that bill. For the military and U.S. Army Corps of Engineers civilians that are working on and around Lake Okeechobee, breathing in toxic air is a reality of the day-to-day job. For up to 8 hours a day, they're exposed to harmful algal blooms, which the Environmental Protection Agency has confirmed are dangerous to human health. These working conditions put them at an increased risk of things like liver disease, Alzheimer's, ALS, and more. But oftentimes the consequences of exposure may not be evident for years or decades to come. Now, whether it's Agent Orange or burn pits or algal blooms, if military personnel are being exposed to toxic environments, the government that put them in that position has an obligation to track it at the very least. This year's WRDA requires the Army Corps to note in the file of personnel every time that they are exposed to harmful algal blooms that exceed the level that the EPA has determined to be unsafe. This is a simple provision that is critical to making sure that personnel are able to receive the care and compensation necessary should they face these disastrous health impacts sometime in the future.